before following up with an over-the-moon moonsault to secure the hard-fought win, as Io Sky defeated Asuka. The two embraced in the ring where many believed that Asuka was saying goodbye as she started crying. So was she saying goodbye? And finally, it's time for the main event as World Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns defends the title against Jacob Fatu. Reigns into the main event ready for war, but Fatu immediately proved at the end an answer for everything the World Heavyweight Champion threw at him. Loud Fatu chants filled the arena, and so did some loud OTC chants. The crowd was literally 50-50, and Fatu was not holding back, as he managed to powerbomb him right through the announce table after surviving an early Superman punch. Fatu nearly captured the title after countering a spear into the Samoan drop and double jump moonsault, but Reigns somehow stayed alive. Both men would then trade strikes, hip attacks, Superman punches, and spears, while Reigns struggled to fight through a damaged knee. But the finish came after Reigns removed the top turnbuckle pad and sent Fatu headfirst into the exposed steel, before connecting with one final spear for the controversial victory. But the chaos didn't end there, as after the match, Fatu completely snapped. He choked Reigns out with a Tomlin death grip, destroyed referees and officials trying to intervene, and closed the show staring directly into the camera while repeatedly warning, "I told him," as Backlash then closes out. But that was a quick recap of the show. What about the good, the bad, and the downright ugly? As always, we start off with the good. Is number 1, Trick Williams vs Sami Zayn delivers. Despite some criticism surrounding the feud's over-the-top gingerbread man comedy and live-action mascot segment, the match itself delivered in a big way at WWE Backlash 2026. Once the bell rang, the chemistry between Williams and Zayn was obvious, and the two managed to turn a heavily character-driven rivalry into one of the more entertaining matches on the card. Zayn fully embraced his heel role throughout the match, especially with a fake knee injury spot and his repeated attempts to use a kendo stick to steal momentum. By the end of the bout, there was little doubt that he had fully transitioned into the bitter veteran persona WWE had been building towards. Williams also came out of the match looking very strong. He carried himself like a major star, and the crowd stayed behind him throughout, and the decision to have him retain ultimately felt like the right call. The match also had a pretty good run time of 12 minutes and 45 seconds, giving both men more room to tell a complete story compared to their WrestleMania encounter. In fact, the whole match was much better. And this is one of those rare PLEs where the crowd was actually hyped. The Tampa crowd added a lot of atmosphere as well, especially with Lil Yachty being heavily involved at ringside. And even though we don't like celebrities involved in WWE, Lil Yachty's inclusion has been okay. Even during Williams' win, Yachty even threw real US dollar bills into the crowd rather than prop money. I guess that's where all the money went for those releases. Number 2, Seth Rollins' mask.